She knew who I was this whole time. She knew so much more than me. Why didn't she tell me? Why couldn't she help? Does she think that I'm some kind of monster? I will speak with her soon. But now I need more time. Brimstone, just know this. I am not my past.
As we all know, Omen has been keeping to himself ever since the events that took place in the Reckoning cinematic. I won't go too deep into what happened with Omen. I already have a video dedicated just on Omen's backstory, so if you don't know much about Omen's lore, I would recommend you watch that video first and then come watch this video, as it's more of an update on his lore and what's currently going on. In the Reckoning cinematic, Omen had his Radiant powers disabled by a powerful machine as he confronted one of Hourglass's leaders. During this encounter, he got flashbacks of his past, who or what he was, why he was chosen, what his mission was, and what happened to him. But most importantly, Omen learned that the events of his past, which resulted in him turning into the monster he is now, was in the hands of someone very close to him, Viper. After the events of the cinematic conclude, Omen is visibly shaken by the information he recalled and gave us a very obvious hint that he is not happy with Viper.
Omen, did you get what you came for?
For now,
Viper wants a full report.
I will deliver it personally.
The way that he mentions how he will deliver the report to Viper personally here sounds like Omen is planning on confronting Viper about his past, but it doesn't just end there.
She knew who I was this whole time. She knew so much more than me. Why didn't she tell me? Why couldn't she help? Does she think that I'm some kind of monster? I will speak with her soon. But now I need more time. Brimstone, just know this. I am not my past.
Clearly, Omen is very upset, and rightfully so in my opinion. All he wants from those around him are the truth and to be told who he is. It is after all his own life and his own past, so he does have a right to know who he was and what he was like. Considering how not only upset but angry Omen sounds in this recording, I'm wondering if Omen is planning on retaliating against Viper. And not just because she's hiding secrets about his past from him, but the fact that she is responsible for turning Omen into the phantom that he is now, in constant pain and despair. He was, after all, tasked with eliminating Viper to begin with, so in a sense it is kind of his fault that he got into this mess, but at the same time he didn't deserve to be left suffering for the rest of his life like this. Plus, if he does gain all his memories back, and with his newfound anger towards Viper, he's only going to be completing what he initially started by taking her out. But of course, this is a bit of a stretch, as it would mean that Omen would officially be an enemy of the VALORANT protocol and removed from the roster. So that would mean that logically we wouldn't be able to play him anymore as an agent, but there's no way I see it going to this length. If anything, Omen might just confront Viper and yell at her or try to force her to give up everything else that she knows about his past, and probably hold a grudge against her for a very long time. The alternative is that Omen forgives her and tries to move past it, but honestly that sounds kind of boring, and we know how good Riot is at storytelling and the lore, so I'm sure that they have something more interesting cooked up with their future relationship. Okay, back to the timeline. Ever since the Reckoning cinematic, Omen left the VALORANT protocol and has been away on solo missions for quite some time now, as he wants to be alone and figure things out.
Commander, I continue to spend my time contemplating recent events. Our encounters with ISO, Hourglass, and now our newest recruit. The event with Viper, our natures, the way our paths have entangled. This must all mean something. There must be something meaningful at the end of this thread. I intend to keep pulling it.
He intends on securing a journal belonging to the Hourglass, which would uncover secrets about the organization and possibly more about Omen's past. During his time away, he also ran into Clove, the newest agent, and was involved in the agent's recruitment after their interaction. Sage has recently met with Omen and spoke to him about everything that happened, and she concluded that they should definitely leave Omen alone. He's lost his trust with the VALORANT protocol significantly, and understandably so. He did go on to promise Sage that he will contact the protocol once he uncovers more information. This last part is most likely referring to Valorant's new map that will be released in June. As we know, Cypher and Clove are working together to gather coordinates to a secret hourglass base located underground, and they've done so successfully. Considering this new map will be heavily tied into Hourglass's operations, we can expect a lot of lore to be uncovered on the organization, Omen, Viper, and probably ISO too, since he used to work for them. We can expect Omen to return to the protocol if he's planning to. At that time the new map is introduced as well. We'll probably get some sort of cinematic sometime soon with the most recent events, as I'm sure uncovering this underground base won't just be a walk in the park. I'd assume that some sort of major fight will take place to take over this base, and we'll obviously be seeing Omen, Clove, and Cypher in on the action, along with some other agents who may come to assist. This is where we stand on the lore with Omen at the moment. We have a rough idea as to when he'll be returning back to the protocol, what his mindset looks like right now, and what his plans are in terms of his missions. And as per what he'll say or do to Viper, we can only theorize for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. These lores are really interesting and deep once you actually pick apart the bits and pieces. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.